Doing sports talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, we got a big one coming up soon in the welterweight division on May 27th at Bromall Lane, Sheffield, right? IBF welterweight champion, KELL BROOK versus the #1 challenger, the mandatory challenger, ERROL SPENCE, guy who everybody's touting as the man to watch in the welterweight division. Everybody knows it. The guy has a reputation already. So this is going to be a big time fight. Get ready, get geared up for it. This is huge, right? This is a huge fight in the division. You know, a little backstory. KELL BROOK, he's claiming to fame right now of late, was fighting Gennady Golovkin in the middleweight divisions, 2 divisions higher than what he's normally at, right? So he's going to come back down to the 147-pound division to defend his belt. I mean, you know, this is mandatory, right? But I still give him props for doing so. There's other things he probably could have done. ERROL SPENCE is dangerous. But coming back down in weight might be an issue, right? It might be an issue because he had issues before going up to challenge Golovkin. And to come back down and you're losing, you know, muscle to come back down. I remember the first thing I was thinking was the Roy Jones, right? I was thinking back about my boy, Roy Jones, one of my favorite fighters of all time. During his best years, I put him up against anybody, Roy Jones. But when he went up to heavyweight, right, fought Ruiz, and he had to come back down to light heavy, not even cruiser, the light heavy, you know, talking about 25 pounds, something like that, or close to it, right? It wasn't the same. Your body reacts different when you're losing muscle, right? And you know, I was thinking the whole time, that was my fight where I was, whoa, this is similar. It's not as much weight as he's losing, but it's similar, you know. And so, you know, this is not going to be an easy thing. So I ran across an article that was saying something similar to what I was thinking, you know, exact thing. So that's something that I am going to put in the equation. You know, you're going to have to think about this weight issue. Let's see how he does. Now, nowadays, you have a lot of great nutritionalists and people in your team that are helping you do so. You know, the best of the best. You're a millionaire. You got to get the best people around you. It's probably a little easier than it was 20 years ago. But still, it's going to be an issue because you're not coming down to fight somebody. You're coming down to fight a bad boy. You're not going to be able to take that away no matter what happens in this fight. So, I mean, kudos for taking the fight. I just would say that this weight issue is something to think about, right? Now, when you're talking about ERROL SPENCE, you're talking about a dude who's supremely confident, okay? ERROL SPENCE, you know, he is accustomed to winning and dominating, right? You haven't seen him in trouble or anything. He's dominating fights. And if you even listen to the rumors coming out of sparring as well, people are touting him to be good because they've probably sparred with him, all right? You've never heard anybody say that he's not good, right? If they're in his team, around his team, or rival teams, even Freddie Roach, you know, this is the guy, the welterweight division. So his reputation is because he's not probably have the best names on the resume yet, but what up-and-comers do, at some point, when you get good and the people hear through the grapevine, then they're not fighting you, okay, for no pennies. At some point, you become a higher risk and less reward. So most people coming up won't have great names on their resume, so we can just save that comment, you know, until they get a belt and people start chasing them, you know. So that's just how that works. But yo, he's the goods. So we're gonna have to remember that after this fight, right? But it's also parallels to this fight, because I know, you know, Thomas the Hitman Hearns was definitely supremely confident before coming and fighting Sugar Ray Leonard, right? Supremely confident. Came in that fight. Mine didn't know nothing else except dominating and winning. Got people scared of him. And Sugar Ray had to show intestinal fortitude, right? Take some punches, eye big, and then, hey, I can't outdance this guy. I can't outbox this guy. He can box too, and he's longer than me, taller than me, and I got to watch that right hand. I could get knocked out, be woke up the next day. But he still put them hands up and tried and walked them down. And when he hurt him, that respect factor came. That was the first adversity that Thomas Hearns had. All right? So things can happen, but here's the point. In order to do something like that to Errol Spence, you're going to have to be able to take something, right? So it's going to be big and huge and significant no matter what happens in this fight. And those are the good ones. Just like Keith Thurman and Garcia. It didn't turn out to be the greatest fight, but it was significant. We were talking unification. We would like to hope that Pacquiao would join the party. I've said it before. Said he's number one in the welterweight division. People don't like that comment that he shouldn't be number one. It should be Keith Thurman. And then the winner of this fight here is right in the mix. So we'll keep an eye on it. I will be coming with information. I just think this information is significant because this fight is big enough to do more than one video about, because these are the best of the best. So let's get ready for KELL BROOK versus Errol Spence, May 27th. Watch that weight though. Woo. Doing Sports Talk Worldwide, and I'm up out of here.